Hi Scorpio, welcome to Light Stage Intuitive. Come on in. Welcome back. If you're one of my subscribers, I want you guys to know how much I really do appreciate you. Thank you for that. I'm going to be doing a general love reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'll pull your energy here, your person's here, and energy for the relationship or the connection between you down here, and we'll talk about what comes up. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for all of you. If you find that this is not your message, you might want to check out one of the videos for your other planetary placements. You might find something for you there. As well as my intention is that this reading is timeless, so whenever it is that you find yourself drawn to watch this, that's when the message is intended for you. Alright, so what's going on, Scorpio? I feel like it's been a lot. I feel like it's been heavy. I think there's been some really beautiful things, but I think there have been some really heavy things going on as well. A lot of transformation. So anyway, let's see here. What's going on for Scorpio? What's at the heart of the matter? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Eight of Swords. You've been trapped in your head, feeling trapped, tied, and bound. Either a situation in your life or a realization that you've had has you stuck in your head. You feel like you can't move. You feel like you can't escape. But it is mental. What you have crossing you, working for or against you, is the Ten of Wands. You have been carrying a very heavy burden. You feel it's something that you're very passionate about. Wands are fire, creativity, passion, desire, motivation. Something that you believe in or believed in very, very passionately. You gave it all the effort that you had because you believed in it. And you're worn out. You don't feel like you can take another step with this burden. But I want you to know you are at the end of this cycle. I promise you it's just a couple more steps before you can lay them down. And you've come so far. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's what's working for or against you. I feel like there's a decision. Do you give up now, even though you're so close to the end, and start over with something new, or do you take those next steps to complete this? And I feel like that could be what you're up in your head about. You feel trapped and tied, bound to this situation. Like you can't escape it. You can. What you have beneath you in your subconscious is the Fool. This is a new beginning. This is taking a leap of faith. Believing in yourself, going after what it is that you want, what you're being led to, what you felt guided or drawn to, without having all the information, but knowing deep within that you are being guided and you will be, the universe will catch you. And that's what you're becoming aware of. What you have behind you in the immediate past is the Nine of Swords. Gosh, you guys have been in a rough place. Trust me, I know. I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart. I feel this. Nine of Swords. This is, sleepless nights, nightmares, fear, obsession, just raked over the coals in your head. And I feel like, I don't see this in other decks, but particularly in this picture, this woman is sleeping with a knife. She feels like she has to protect herself. She cannot let her guard down and rest. And typically the swords are mental, but I feel like there's a something that she or he, whatever it is, it's just a woman in the picture, feels on guard about, that they need to protect themselves, that they need to be aware. It's like they feel like they have to sleep with one eye open. Fortunately, this is in the past. Let's see what you have coming in. What's above you? Judgment and the Two of Pentacles. Judgment is about hearing the call, waking up, realizing a truth, recognizing your calling or your truth, what it is you're being called and led to do. With the Two of Pentacles, which is it can be a card about, having to make a choice, having to prioritize, juggling something. It could be, to people, to things in your life that you want to devote your energy to. But in any case, this is someone who's incredibly, incredibly busy. They're juggling a lot of things. A lot of these things have to do with their stability and security. But it's also a card about finding that balance between the spiritual and the worldly. And I feel like you are beginning to recognize, you're hearing the call, you understand, and you're Scorpios, you're deep. I get it. You have probably been aware of this your whole life, but I think you're beginning to understand on a deeper level the importance and the significance of finding the balance of both of those aspects. How important it really is for you that you have that balance between both. That you put as much effort and energy into your spiritual development and growth as your worldly things. What you have before you in the near future is the Seven of Swords. Wow. Okay. Damn, Scorpio. Well, you have a lot of air energy here. Swords are air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Fool could be Aries. It's all of us. Judgment is, I believe it's Scorpio or Libra. I have Scorpio and Libra in my chart, and it's also number 20, which is my number. So I get confused which one it is. But anyway, and then Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But you, this is, I'll just tell you everything that comes to mind for this, and you guys let me know what it ends up. The Seven of Swords is often called the thief card or the deceit card. It's someone sneaking in and taking something away, or someone trying to leave a situation, get away from a situation that has been threatening in some way, and salvage what they can. Take with them what is salvageable, knowing that there are things that they're going to have to leave behind. It doesn't have to be that nefarious. I don't know. It can just be a card about planning, strategizing, figuring out how you're going to proceed with something, but it's something that you have to do covertly, I guess. It's not like, out in the public eye. You're plotting, but it doesn't mean that it's sinister. Just trying to figure out a situation, the best course of action. I feel like it's how you're going to get yourself out of this situation so that you can sleep at night, so that you don't have to worry about what might come for you when you have your guard down. Yeah, I feel like you've been in a very defensive stance for a very long time, and it's time for you to come out of that. There needs to be a balance. You need to, you need to get out of this situation. And, whether that means leaving the situation or exposing the situation, calling it out to the light and addressing it so that it can change, whatever that means for you. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Cups. This is about a very significant relationship in your life. Something that's very emotional. You feel like you might have past life connections with this person. Whatever the case is, however that resonates for you, it's something that's very deep. Something that you feel very deeply. And I know you know this because you're a Scorpio, but let me tell you, someone might feel something very deeply and it goes here. A Scorpio feels something deeply here normally. So if you feel this very deeply, you feel this in the depths of your soul. I mean, and it's right. I'm right. Anyway, so this is very significant and very important, and I feel that is why it has you so tied up in this, I guess, why it's so significant and monumental, why you feel this so deeply, why you feel so defeated. Okay. Let's get the energy for your person and what's going on with them. All right, what's going on with Scorpio's person? That's just too many cards. So the heart of the matter for your person is the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card about divine timing, waiting, discernment, knowing when to harvest, letting things happen in their season, in their cycle. It's about patience. deciding whether to harvest something or to let it lay fallow, or let it go fallow. The crossing energy. Working for or against is the Knight of Pentacles again. So there's a lot of waiting. The Knight of Pentacles is coming in. They know this. I feel like they're waiting for it. The thing about the Knight of Pentacles is that they are the slowest moving knight in the deck. This is coming in. There's someone bringing, it could be you, bringing in this pentacle, this offer, something they want to plant and grow for stability and security and work together on. But this offer, this movement is very, very slow. And I think this is really testing this person's patience on a spiritual level. But I feel like that is actually a lesson for them. A spiritual lesson for them. What they have beneath them, coming into their awareness and their subconscious mind, is judgment. You both have judgment. Recognizing the calling, recognizing the truth. I feel like they're feeling and hearing the blow of the horn, asking them to stand up and face their destiny, to rise up and heed the calling. That's pretty deep. They're going through some big realizations. What they have behind them in the immediate past is the Ace of Swords, a truth, a clarity, an epiphany, an aha moment. It could be tied to them beginning to realize this. Someone came in with some information, and now they know they're waiting. I think they're working on themselves. What they have above them is the Four of Cups. So they're dissatisfied, they're bored, they're not happy with what they have. It appears that they have it all. You know, they seem to have everything, but there's something in their life that is leaving them unfulfilled, and there is this divine cup being offered to them, but they're either so focused on their dissatisfaction that they don't see it being offered, or they're afraid that it's just more of the same, which doesn't fulfill them. So they're not taking it. They're just focused on their dissatisfaction. What they have before them in the immediate future is the Tower. So I feel like this is integral in this. It's all connected. I feel like there's a truth that was delivered. They're realizing their call. It has them sitting here for a moment, really looking at what it is in their life that they are dissatisfied with. And through that process, it's going to lead to a Tower moment, whether that is an external relocating, changing jobs, ending a relationship, beginning a relationship, or whether it's internal, evaluating the value that they placed on relationships and the dynamics of how those things should work, what they believe about spirituality, what they believe, maybe there's some aspect of themselves that they've been denying creatively and they want to focus on that. They're realizing that that's their calling. But whatever this is, this Tower moment is going to happen so that they can deconstruct what no longer serves them, what's built on a shaky foundation, and rebuild it with a solid structure. We all go through these Tower moments in different ways in different times in our lives in order to grow. It's important to evaluate, self-evaluate, change, and rebuild things that are not stable or no longer serve you. So on the bottom of the deck is the Empress. This is the Divine Feminine. This is the embodiment of all four of the queens: the creative energy, the passionate energy, the intellectual energy, and the stable, grounded, abundant energy. She can make anything happen. This is the overall energy of the reading for your person. I feel like your person is the Empress. This Taurus, Libra, it's Venus energy or Venusian energy. They're going through a lot. I feel like you're both going through a lot separately. Wow. All right, so let's get some cards for the connection between you for the relationship. What's going on with Scorpio and that person? connection between Scorpio and their person. Okay, the Five of Swords. So right now, as the start of this, either one or both of you are feeling cut off, disconnected. Maybe you are not communicating. You could live in the same house. You could live in separate countries, but I feel like you're not communicating. Either one or both of you feels isolated and alone and shut out. Did we have? Yeah, no, never mind. Sorry, I've done a few of these today, so. But we have the Nine of Pentacles. This is the single lady card. Does not have to be someone who is single, but it's someone who is confident in who they are, what they bring to the table, what their value is, what they're worth, and they're not going to settle for less than what they're worth. Hopefully, both of you are feeling that way. It's a good energy to be in. And they're able to share and be generous and give because they know that they created the abundance that they have in their life, and so they're confident that they're able to create more of that. So it's a great energy to be in. We have the Six of Swords. It did come out in reverse. Six of Swords is about moving away from troubled times towards calmer waters. I feel like with this in reverse, you kind of, one or both of you are kind of feeling stuck in this turbulent energy, wanting to move away, realizing that there's some things that are broken, one or both of you, either in your lives separately or within this connection. But I would love to see that card upright. Okay. We have the Strength card, or healing, and the Four of Pipes, which is a card about, or Wands, which is a card about celebration. It is also often called the 1111 card or the Twin Flame card. It could be a card about marriage. It's those things in life that are milestone events which are worth celebrating. But this is a love reading, and it is about your connection. So I feel like there's going to be healing in this relationship. It's very deep, this relationship between you guys, and very spiritual. I really see that with the Judgment cards and the Four of Wands. But there's definitely healing that needs to happen. I feel like maybe you guys are standing in your independence and not reaching out to each other. I've got this. And that's one of the things, we are not islands. I feel like you guys could be feeling isolated because you are trying to stand in your independence, assert your independence. But there's a way to be independent and still work together. I feel like it's necessary for you to work together in order to go through this healing. You've got the Six of Swords in reverse, so you're not moving away from these difficult times, but you need to let this happen so that there can be this healing within this connection. We have the Ten of Swords as the final outcome here. I'm going to get some more cards of clarification. I don't want to leave it with that. This is someone who feels, did we start with that? I'm surprised it's not here. This is the Ten of Swords. This is the end of this cycle. This is someone who feels betrayed, stabbed in the back, hurt, but this is the end, and this is the end of that cycle. They're releasing whatever it is that's had that hold on them. They're wounded, they're hurt, they need healing. But this cycle has ended. This is the end of that cycle. Let me get another card for that. I'm actually going to take all three of these because I don't like that ending. So the Five of Pentacles. Sorry, you know what? Okay, Five of Arrows is someone who feels defeated. Five of Pentacles is someone who feels shut out, isolated, and alone. I feel like as this person, you or them, or this connection, as you come out of this Ten of Arrows energy, Ten of Swords energy, and this, you're one or both of you is going to feel isolated and alone, kind of cut out and shut off, maybe misunderstood. But there's also the Pierced Shield, which is the Tower, which is, like I said, reevaluating the structures in your life, the dynamics of your relationships, the ideals that you hold to be true. Relationships, there may be relationships ending, or transforming. This is definitely a card of transformation. The Tower is your card, Scorpio. And then the High Priestess. So through this, there are going to become answers are going to become known. I feel like one or both of you are incredibly intuitive, psychic, sensitive, very just. You're going to have understanding on a very deep spiritual level through this process. I feel like it's a healing, we'll see. Energies can change. It could be different tomorrow or next week, but I feel like one or both of you needed to go through this process to cause this evaluation, to cause you to really look at the structures in your life, in whatever aspect that is, either the dynamics of this relationship and other areas of your life, in order to find this spiritual connection to the High Priestess. I mean, this is our spiritual mother, that part of ourself, that divine feminine aspect, to build this relationship with this High Priestess. You could see your person as the High Priestess. They could see you as the High Priestess. Masculine, feminine, it doesn't matter. But this is hard. It's difficult. Like I said, it's the end of the cycle. But I really feel, I see so much healing here. I see so much pain. I really do. And feelings of isolation. But I see so much healing. I just really feel like this connection is very healing for one or both of you. I did draw an oracle card before I started, and the card that you got, Scorpio, wow, not surprised, is power. You guys, I mean, you're ruled by Mars or Pluto, depending on when you look into that planet, but into that sign. But both of those very strong, forceful energies. You guys are so incredibly powerful. But I feel like this message is here because you have not been standing in your power. You are so... You need to heal yourself. You need to go through this process. You need to let go of these things which don't serve you, which are dragging you down, which are making you feel like you don't deserve to receive the abundance in your life that is your birthright. I feel like you are really being asked to step into your power, reclaim your power, take it back. You have all the power you need, and then some. You've got what you need. Don't forget that, Scorpio. You guys are so incredibly powerful. Truly. Yeah, I know that. All right, so I'm going to also grab a couple of cards from the universe has your back, just some food for thought, guidance, whatever words of wisdom Spirit might want you to go about your day with. Let's see what we have here for Scorpio. We got 3, so we will take them. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. Joy is the ultimate creator. And then we also have, the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. I feel like you need to connect with your power and surrender the outcome. Embrace the peace within yourself. Let go of these things that are tormenting you. You step into your power and find your way through that. You have so much potential for what you can create in your life when you're balanced, when you see your self-worth, when you recognize what it is that you bring to the table, and that you are deserving and worthy of love, and that you love so deeply and so much love to give. I really want you I really want you to find this peace within yourself, to find your way to your power, and to recognize your calling. All right, so this is what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope this helped. I hope that it resonated for you. I feel like those of you that make it to the end, I hope it does. I don't know. If so, would you please hit that bell or thumbs up button? It helps the video get out to others. And otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I love you guys so much. I've said it before. I'll say it again. You're my absolute favorite sign. You guys in Virgo. Just love you. But anyway, I hope that know how valuable you are. Know that you are loved just for who you are in all your light and your darkness. You are amazing. Anyway, so until I see you again, love and light.